coming out in the cold. Just a few reminders before the show. Please refrain from eating or drinking in the pack. Water is okay. There will be a 10-minute intermission between the shows and bathrooms are out in the lobby. Please turn off or silence your cell phones, and there is no flash photography allowed. If you have a crying baby, please bring them out to the lobby so as to not distract the actors or other audience members. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Would you like a light?
What?
I have a lighter here somewhere. For your cigarette.
Oh, this, no. With all due respect, I have no interest in getting in any secondhand smoke. And besides, I believe state law prohibits smoking on train and subway platforms.
Let me guess. A lawyer?
Yes, and a good one too. So I recommend you not violate state law in front of me.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Lay off it, all right? I don't want to smoke. I'm saving it. It's my last one.
My apologies, but I couldn't help overhearing. You're saving your last cigarette. May I assume you're quitting the habit?
I guess you could say that.
Congratulations, and have faith, dearie. I will pray for your success.
Yeah, those things will kill you.
Running late again. So just talk the kids in and kiss them goodnight for me. And please, make their lunches for school tomorrow. I'll be leaving early for a presentation to a client. Stephanie likes her sandwiches cut into triangles. But I'm sure you already know that, honey. Honey? Damn, no signal down here. Excuse me, do you by any chance have a cell phone I can use for a few moments?
I usually get reception in the subway. Hold on.
Not exactly sure, mine went dead, so I don't know how much of the message my husband got. Any luck?
That's odd. I can't seem to find it.
I usually keep mine in my coat pocket, but oddly enough, I don't seem to be wearing my coat. Sorry.
That's all right. I just wanted to tell the kids I love them, and that I'm sorry I mistook them in. Again.
Children are heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb in his reward. How many children do you have, dearie?
2.
I'm sure he'll tell them for you.
Did anyone happen to see a payphone anywhere in the station?
Payphone? Down here? Yeah, right.
Well, what about upstairs?
Dearie, don't worry about it. It sounds like your husband is an expert at this kind of thing.
He is. It's just, I wanted the kids to hear me say goodnight on the machine before bed.
That'll be a long-distance call.
Maybe I'll get home in time to see them. Ben had a Little League game tonight, and my husband sometimes takes them out for ice cream afterwards, and maybe Stephanie won't fall asleep in the car. Does anyone know when the next train comes?
I just missed the train when I arrived, and that was... My watch is stopped.
Mine too.
That's all right. I'll go upstairs and look for a payphone.
I think I lost him.
Don't talk, son. Catch your breath.
I don't see anyone coming.
Good. When's the next train?
It should be soon.
I'm sorry, but were you running from someone?
I was at an ATM machine when some guy pulled a knife on me. He told me to give him my money. I took off, come through Central Park, and came down here.
Central Park.
Central Park is in New York City? That's not possible.
What? Why not?
Because we're in Chicago.
Chicago? Now that's not possible. This is New York.
But it's Seattle. How do you...
California. I teach English and European literature at UC Berkeley. And where do you think we are?
The other sisters and I were vacationing in Rome. I've wanted to go there all my life. I was sitting in my room reading up on the cathedrals that we're going to see tomorrow. I believe I dozed off.
This doesn't make any sense. I was walking to the bus stop, talking on my cell phone. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention to where I was going, but I am positive I never entered a subway station.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
If you have something to contribute to this conversation, then please do so.
Are you sure you want my contribution?
You were here when I arrived. You must know where we are.
Where we are? We're in a subway station that happens to connect to several different places in the world, including a hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. Don't you think that's odd?
This is ridiculous. It must be a dream or something.
I'm not dreaming. I ran across Central Park. I know it for a fact.
Ah, that's right. You escaped a mugging. Have you checked your wallet?
My wallet? What's that got to do with anything?
Check your wallet, son.
All my money gone. How?
Maybe you didn't get away. Consider that.
So what does that mean?
The poor man has been robbed. Show some compassion.
It still doesn't answer where we are, how we all could have gotten here.
The only way he could have taken my money is if he stabbed me. So how does that work? Did he stab me? Then what, am I dead?
We're all dead.
What? No, that's not possible. I think I would remember if I just died.
After you die, you go to a subway station? That's ridiculous.
They do say the Lord works in mysterious ways.
This is crazy. Whatever this place is, I have to get home to my family and away from you people. Going to find a phone. Even if I have to go back up to the street and call my husband.
You won't find one.
People who've been clinically dead but resuscitated have claimed to see a bright light at the end of a dark tunnel. When's the next train come?
That's clever thinking. Haven't thought of that.
So you're going to accept without proof that we're all dead and that the afterlife is a subway station? I won't. I'm not convinced beyond a reasonable doubt we're all dead.
Spoken just like your kind.
Look at the evidence.
What evidence?
Stopwatches, phones with no reception. How could we have all gotten to the same subway station from so many different places? And why didn't I put on some clothes for peace sake?
All circumstantial. I'm still not convinced.
It doesn't matter whether you're convinced or not. You're still dead.
Why
We
do
all are.
Why do you believe him?
She's been brainwashed. I know what this is. Some kind of government experiment or alien abduction.
Let's not jump to conspiracy theories now. They may be telling the truth.
She was here before I was.
So you knew this when we all got here.
Yeah, yet you withheld that information from us? How dare you?
She is not to blame for our past.
What was she supposed to say? Nice to meet you, and by the way, you're all recently deceased. You would have never believed her.
I don't believe her. Maybe this is all a bad dream. I knew I shouldn't have stayed in the office so late. I'm getting out of here and calling a cab.
There's no way out.
What?
No stairs up to street level. Just stairways down to the platforms.
That can't be possible. How did we get in there?
If we're dead, does it matter? Our spirits are whatever we are down here, we're brought here. I assume our bodies are materialized upstairs or something to that effect.
But my kids, how will they?
There, Fury. Their father loves them and will get them through this.
It's not the point. We're dead. Then I'm never going to see them again. As it is, I haven't seen them much since my husband was laid off, and I went back to work. I've missed the past 4 years of their lives. And now I'm going to miss the rest.
I'm sure they know you love them.
But I haven't been there for them. What kind of parent have I been?
Looks like we passed an island, now we're under the guilt. Waiting for the train comes.
You've tried to provide for them the best you can. You've done nothing wrong.
Your family needed money to get by, and you took care of that, I assume. What you did was honorable.
You don't get it, do you? You must not have kids.
I have a son. He's an engineering major in college. Me and my wife, we're very proud.
2 daughters. both in high school. Sister, I need to make a confession.
What is it, son?
I don't regularly go to church, but I've done something terrible.
What are you doing?
If I'm dead, then I want to get my sins off my chest.
Now, I'm not Catholic, but isn't that something you're supposed to do before you die?
Given the circumstances, it's better late than never.
No, don't do it.
What now?
You don't want to go there.
It's only gonna make this place worse.
Excuse me. One moment, son. Siri, tell me what's bothering you.
What's her problem?
Something must be troubling her.
Probably withholding more information. She obviously knows more about this place.
Why must everyone be a hostile witness to you?
How old do you think she is?
Early 20s, I'd say.
Her poor parents. No one should see their children die before them.
We can't just leave my car stuck in the mud like that.
But if I'm home late, my father will kill me, and then he'll kill you.
No, it's not fair.
How's the tow truck gonna get down there in this weather? We should be waiting with my car.
Once you take me home, you could go back there. And I'm sorry my parents have a stricter curfew than yours. At least it's not raining in here.
They don't deserve to be here this young.
But they're here.
Should we tell them where here is?
They may be better off not knowing.
Are you serious? They have a right to know as much as we do.
She won't say much about this place, but I think I've got her calmed down. I see, we have new arrivals.
We're debating whether or not to share our predicament with them.
They will learn it when the time is right.
Do you get the feeling everyone's watching us, or am I just being paranoid?
I think they're watching us. Excuse me, but do you know when the next train comes?
Is there something I can help you with, Siri?
No, nothing. Just trying to get home.
Yes, sister. My boyfriend and I got in a little car trouble. Embarrassing story, really, but we're trying to get home. Could you tell me when the next train will get to... What's the closest station to my house?
I don't know. I don't think there is one.
There has to be one. Why else would we have come down here?
I mean, just think about it. Have you ever been on the subway before? Is there one even near us in Indiana?
You have a point. Excuse me, sister, but could you tell me which way this train goes?
Which way? Which way?
Now that's an enigmatic inquiry.
You were gonna get on the train without knowing where it's going?
What do you mean you don't know where it's going?
It's a little complicated.
A little complicated. That train's our only way out of here, and we don't even know where it goes.
Our only way out?
As I see it, theology tells us that there are only two ways the train could be headed.
And what are they, smart guy?
Accepting our circumstances for where we think the train is going, the train either goes up or down.
Up or down? What does that mean?
Nothing. Ignore what he's saying.
What are you people talking about?
Up or down?
What a crappy way to end the night. First my car goes down the hill, and then we get stuck with you wackos. All I want to do is get my girlfriend home.
I don't think you're getting me home tonight.
Sweetie, don't say that.
Say what?
I know the brake was on, but the rain...
The brake would have held if the ground didn't get muddy so fast.
It's okay, there's nothing you can do about it.
I wasn't supposed to let anything happen to you. I promised your father. He's definitely gonna kill me now.
No, he won't.
I'm sorry, but how could you miss a hill? Were you drinking?
No!
We do not drink.
Leave the kids alone. This can't be easy on them.
I'm sorry, but you must know the underage drinking statistics.
All I wanted to do is take my girlfriend out for our anniversary and then overlook the town afterwards. I wasn't planning on my car sliding down a hill and crashing or whatever.
Your anniversary.
Yeah. 8 months. So, it's true, right? We're really, well,
I'm afraid so.
and that's why the two of us aren't soaked, right?
I suppose so. You know, you're very bright for your age, and you seem to be handling the news better than some adults around here.
Thanks, I guess.
Baby, if we're, then is everyone else here too?
Probably. So what happens next?
Excuse me?
The train, which way is it going? Up or down?
We haven't determined that yet. How ironic. When I assigned Dante's Divine Comedy to my students last semester, I never imagined I'd soon experience it.
There is not a single clue here, not on any of the walls. How are we supposed to know?
Ask her. She knows more about this
No. Don't.
You know which way the train's heading. That's why you haven't gotten on board yet.
You mean she knows it's going to hell? That's why she won't get on.
Clear case to me.
You mean we're going down there?
No, I already told you I don't. I don't know where it goes.
Sister, I need to make my confession now.
What is it, son?
I work for an insurance company in the accounting department. I know what you think. The industry is known for ripping people off. That being said, I came across an error of $25,000 in the company's favor. I tried to tell my supervisor about it, but he didn't want to hear it, so he just brushed me off. If the company didn't want to acknowledge its existence, well, I thought I could. You see, my oldest daughter starts college in a year, and with tuition being what it is,
You embezzled it.
I wired it back to my bank account, and it worked. A few days went by, and no one seemed to notice.
Thou shalt not steal. Even I know that's a commandment, not just the law.
But I wired it back this morning. I felt awful about what I did. I felt dirty, like a criminal.
Hate to break it to you, but what you did qualifies you as one.
I checked my account balance after work. The money wasn't there anymore. It was back. I gave it back.
It's still a crime.
Well, you did correct your sin. Perhaps in God's eyes you will be forgiven.
Is that enough to change the direction of the train? I'll admit, I wasn't always there for my kids. I love them. Why should I be doomed for hell?
Ask her. She has all the answers.
I already told you I don't. I don't know which way this train goes. Please have mercy on her.
I was gonna get on the train, no matter which way it was going.
Don't you want to know which way?
Sonny, I lived my life. Spent the end of it in the hospital bed with cancer. I've fought in Korea. I've seen hell. A buddy of mine stepped on a landmine near me. Set a piece of shrapnel in my leg and gave me this limp. Yeah, I killed people. Maybe some of them innocent or guilty of following their of nothing more than following their country's orders like I was. But I've been trying to make up for that. Been a good husband, father, and grandfather. Even did volunteer work. So maybe I'll get into heaven, but I think nothing can change what I've done. So if the train does go to heaven, I'll be pleasantly surprised.
You don't want to know?
Sonny, all that's behind me. You young folk don't have life experience yet. Bet you that's why she won't get on.
She's scared. That's it.
Don't you see? There's nothing we can do. That train goes somewhere, but who knows for sure which way? What if it goes to hell?
But what if it does?
But what if it does?
Look, I may not know much about this stuff, but we have a nun here. Isn't that like enough to say we're going to heaven for sure?
Oh, Sonny, when I was your age, I did some things I'm not proud of in Catholic school. I was a real hooligan.
I don't know what that is. Well, aren't you in with God or something?
Who knows? I smoked cigarettes, cheated on tests, haunted my teachers, threw rocks through some windows at school, even shoplifted bubblegum. Since then, I have served the Lord, so yes, I believe I have made peace with him.
And you're content with the possibility of going to hell?
If that's what the Lord has chosen for me, yes. But I believe that's not the case.
She says it's going to heaven. So it must be we have a nun here.
We also have a lawyer here.
Go to hell.
Looks like it's a 50-50 chance. My wife recently filed for a divorce.
Blatant stereotyping. I'm not even a divorce attorney. I'm a prosecutor.
Well, that explains why you treated us all like criminals.
So what happened, Professor?
Well, you see,
You had an affair, didn't you?
with one of my students. She was a graduate student, a consenting adult.
That doesn't make it right.
I know, but me and my wife haven't exactly been working out for the longest time. Ever since our son went to college, we've been growing more and more distant. And then there was this girl.
And your wife found out.
For all we know, she could have killed him and sent him here.
Look, I know what I did was wrong, but it's not a crime. Don't I deserve some happiness?
You complete the unholy trinity. Stealing, killing, and now adultery.
Oh, we are so screwed.
A moment ago, you were convinced we were going to heaven. Not so convinced now. What are you hiding?
shall let the Lord and not each other judge our actions.
Look, I'll admit, I made a major transgression, but other than that, I'm a good person.
We get it. You were dedicated to your job, your son, your students. Maybe a little too dedicated to one of them, perhaps, but...
Those who live in glass houses shall not throw stones.
Stop.
Why don't you share your history with us?
It's no one else's
Please
business.
stop.
Are you afraid that it's your mere presence here that sends the rest of us to hell?
Shut up, both of you! Now do you get it? I don't know which way the train goes because of this. Is this person good? Is that person bad? There's no way anyone can figure out which way it goes if you keep fighting with each other. I've been here. I've seen enough other people go through exactly what you're doing. And still nobody figures out which way it's going. How can they get on without knowing?
Right. The last folks who stopped yapping like you folks. I wanted nothing to do with them. They didn't even have the decency to wake me when the train came.
Have you noticed that we've all done something we're not proud of, but otherwise, we seem to be relatively decent people?
A dichotomy, so to speak.
A what?
Dichotomy. Possessing two sides are contradictory. SAT word.
That's it. Subway stations have two sides, two platforms. We can't see what's over there because of that wall, but there's got to be something on the other side.
Since when were you an expert on the afterlife?
Hear me out. Whichever way the train on this side goes, the train on that side must go the other way.
So you're saying if this side goes to hell, then the one on the other side goes to heaven?
Or vice versa. There was another flight of stairs up there. Probably goes to the other side.
Are you suggesting that we send someone to the other side to figure out where they're going?
Exactly. If we know where they're going, then we know where we're going.
So who do we send?
Not you. We don't want them thinking they're bound for heaven.
We don't want them thinking they're bound for hell. So I guess you'll stay here, sister. No offense.
Not taken. I have faith we're on the correct side.
An expedition. Sounds fun. Wake me when the train comes.
I'll go.
No, you won't.
I'll be okay.
You're not going alone, and I'm staying put.
It's not like anything could happen to me. We're dead, remember?
Look, I'll go with her.
You're not going anywhere with my girl.
I know the way. I'll go, all right?
Look, I'm not getting on the train without you. So come back, promise?
Sorry about that. He's a bit overprotective.
It's all right.
Just go get the information. Try not to give too much away about us. Then come back, all right?
You won't like what you find.
You're not being helpful.
My boyfriend means well. He really does. He wants to hold on so tightly because I'm leaving for college soon and he isn't. I'm hoping I'll go and we'll painlessly drift apart in time, but then I feel awful because I think I'm leading him on. I want to be on my own, find my own life next fall, but I don't have the heart to tell him that it may be without him. I'm afraid he'll be devastated, and the last thing I want is to hurt him. Does this make me a bad person?
No worse than the rest of us. I mean, you have to be true to yourself. Even if that means moving on when others don't. May I ask why you're confiding in me?
I get the feeling you're a good mom.
Excuse me, I didn't see you there. Why, all right, dearie. Does anyone know when the next train comes? Soon, dearie, soon. Thanks.
Is something bothering you?
No, why do you ask?
You seem a little nervous.
Give me that.
Oh, are you hiding something?
Not again. Don't you remember innocent until proven guilty?
Looks like she's taking notes on us.
What?
Why would she be doing that?
I'm just trying to figure out who you folk are. Trying to see the difference and us over there.
Over there. You mean you're from the other side?
You're from the other side? Is my girl okay?
I haven't met her. I saw the two of them go up as I came down.
You said you were from the other side. Why did you come?
Same reason you sent them. Trying to figure out which way the train goes.
You don't know?
No, we were hoping you knew.
Nice puzzle. Good sense of humor you've got. Maybe when the train comes, I can finally rest in peace.
You seriously don't know which way your train goes?
We're just a bunch of dead folk who might be good or bad. Same boat as you, huh?
Yes.
Damn it. If they don't know, how are we supposed to?
Howdy, sister. They love to know you're over here. We've got a fireman from Omaha. Died in a fire to rescue 2 kids and a family dog.
Oh, now that's good. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
But he cheated on his income tax. We've also got a lawyer. Says he gives to charity, but he seems real sleazy if you get what I mean.
Ours isn't sleazy. Opinionated maybe, but not sleazy.
That almost sounds like a compliment.
He bragged about saving people from jail time, but they didn't sound like high-class citizens if you catch my drift.
A defense attorney?
Yeah.
Let me talk to him. Then I'll tell you which side's going to hell.
That's it. You lost a big case to a defense attorney.
I was trying to drug dealer. He was selling to kids. I knew he was clearly guilty. The judge knew it too. I'll bet even half the jury knew it in their minds, but his lawyer blew holes in all of my evidence. Said some of it was circumstantial, some admissible. He even made my best witness unreliable on the stand. He got the jury to doubt the legality of the arrest warrant. Enough reasonable doubt to acquit.
Couldn't you appeal? Or arrest him on a separate charge or something like that? They do it all the time on TV.
I've been working on that. Late nights alone in the office, ordering takeout for dinner. Next thing I know, I'm here.
Do you think you choked?
I tried that case to the best of my
No,
ability.
no. On your dinner.
Maybe, I guess. Not that it matters now. He's free to roam the streets and keep on doing what he does. What if some kids overdose and die because I couldn't get the guilty verdict? That'll be on my head.
Dearie, you did what you could. The Lord will not fault you for that.
And I doubt anyone here faults you.
But I fault myself. The people trusted me to keep them safe by putting criminals behind bars. In this case, I failed.
We've all failed. It seems. In our own ways.
Just like us. I work in a greasy truck stop off the interstate in Texas. The guys broke me as I'm serving their food. I've been in barracks and pays the rent after my daughter's dead and father left. But tonight, there's this one scuzzball who wouldn't get the hint I wasn't interested. So I spit in his tuna mill. I want to do that so many times, but I've never been pushed that far till tonight. It must have been all overtime. I was real cranky, falling asleep at my feet. Last thing I kind of remember is slipping down the back stairwell and hitting my head. Then I'm over there, talking about bad karma. And I still got his dinner check in my apron.
So which side is which? What kind of place is this?
I tried to tell you, but none of you would listen. You wouldn't have had to send anyone over there if you just listened to me. But no! Don't listen to the crybaby.
She's right. My girl shouldn't be over there.
I've spent time on both sides of this one. And no matter which side I'm on, it's always the same. I listen to you all confessing and feeling guilty about your lives, and I'm tired of it.
Then don't listen.
No matter how hard I try, there's no way to tune you all out. There's nowhere for me to hide. And with only this platform and that one, there's nowhere else for me to go.
I disagree.
Oh, really? Where else could I go?
On the train?
Nah, no way.
Well, wherever it goes must be better than the uncertainty of this place.
So now you're a philosopher.
I'd rather take my chances staying put. I'm not getting on that train. You don't know my life. You don't know the pain I've been through and caused. I can't imagine I've any chance of getting to heaven. So I must be going to hell. And I don't want to go there, but I can't figure out which side would keep me from there. I listen to you all discuss, argue, confess, feeling guilty about your life. And I've seen groups think they've figured it out. And as much as I want to believe them, I never buy it.
Figured it out. We're no closer than we were when I got here.
Please come back.
Why is it that you say that you're bound for hell?
I ran away from home when I was 16, so my parents wouldn't let me date this older guy. They said he was bad news. Turned out to be right, but I didn't listen. I dropped out of school and ran away with him. Dumb move. We both got jobs at a burger joint to pay the rent. Almost a year later, I thought I was pregnant. It turns out I wasn't.
think my parents would want to see me again. I said some really nasty things to them. So I thought I couldn't go back there. So I lived on the streets for a couple years. Did so many bad things. Get food, money, cigarettes. I was gonna give them all up after this one. Give them all up and straighten out my messed up life. But then I was here. I don't know how I died. Exposure, accident, but it's worse. I don't know if my parents know I'm dead. And they definitely don't know I'm sorry for what I did to them.
When was this?
2, maybe 3 years ago, I guess.
You've been here that long?
Hard to tell this place. It feels long. It's always the same thing over and over. And I'm tired of reliving my life story to every new group who comes through here.
Dearie, there's a way you can break the cycle. Come on the train with us.
I already told you I'm not going. I don't deserve to go to heaven, and I don't want to go to hell.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me.
What if she's right? What if the train leads to hell?
We still don't know that for sure.
And we sure don't.
I think she's right. I don't deserve to go to heaven either.
What makes you say that?
Dearie, it's not your fault. You did what you could.
Yes, it was my fault. The brake on my car doesn't always stick. My dad's been bugging me to get it fixed. Heck, I couldn't bring it to my school's auto shop, but some of my friends could have fixed it up. But I kept putting it off and putting it off until I practically forgot. What were the chances we'd be parked on a hill during a freak downpour? You know, I can't help but think that if I had just gotten my brakes fixed, my car would have slid down the hill or whatever and crashed. And I wouldn't have gotten my girlfriend killed.
You don't know that for sure.
No, but I knew my brakes didn't work right. I could have gotten them fixed, but I didn't. Sure, maybe it would have stopped the rain or the mud or whatever, but it would have saved our lives. So yes, you see, it is all my fault. I got my girlfriend killed.
What?
Wait, I am so
Why
sorry.
didn't you? If only I had told you sooner.
What?
I don't think we're going to the same place.
Wait!
Let her go. Let her move on.
I promised her. I couldn't even get that right.
Maybe we should all move on to wherever this train takes us. I think that's what we're supposed to do.
What did you learn about the other side?
Different people, but same issues we have here. But I guess you've already figured that out.
Yep. I'm headed back.
You're going back? Do you think your side's the right one?
Can't tell the difference. I don't think I deserve eternal damnation, but I'd rather stick where I first wound up.
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So to speak.
I promised her. I promised her.
We all make promises like that. Mine to my wife was, till death do us part. I broke that years before I arrived here.
But you didn't kill your wife.
Physically, no, but perhaps I did emotionally. We all make choices in life, and sometimes those choices can lead us too far off the track. In the end, what are we left with? An opportunity to reflect among our lives? Have you ever noticed how effective human beings can be at punishing themselves?
I think that's the train.
So that's it. Just like that, we have to decide right now.
Now do you understand? You all can do what you want. I'm staying put.
Wake up, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Are you two getting on?
Not without my girlfriend.
I think I'll stay a while with him. It seems like he and I could use more time to think.
Suit yourself. Glad I'm not missing this one.
What about you, dearie?
I told you, I won't. I can't. What if?
This is your chance of being free, of relieving the doubt and the guilt.
But what if it goes to?
Then I will go with you, wherever the train goes.
Even if it goes to?
Even if it goes to.
You do that for me?
If you can't have faith in God or this place, then have faith in me. I will go with you wherever
that maybe this place is?
Well, B.
So then, do both trains go to?
Perhaps.